Yo, this is Juwan and this is CYON. And this is an outlet for entrepreneurs to tell your story, to get in the know, to relieve your stress, to create your own narrative.
When they hear my music, they like, yeah, Joy, you next up. I shine brighter than a star. We ain't cranking up shit. I can push out my cars. They go simple, tell them run back, nah. The shit too easy, going bar after bar. Yeah, I shine brighter than a star. We ain't cranking up shit. I can push out my cars. They so simple, tell them run back, nah. The shit too easy, going bar after bar. I just turned 24. I feel like Kobe with the 8-hole. And just like a neck brace.
You didn't write that? You just off the top? You need to find, but you need to find a lane and you need to stick in it and you need to work it and then you need to look at the numbers, and if the numbers justify you staying in that lane, when you're all over the place, you got to think people's attention span is like this. So if they can't figure out who you are, you're going to lose them.
That's true.
If
you'll hear something, go to somebody and like it's not what you heard, then you're like,
look, go listen to Boss Man whole project. Every single beat got them fucking strings on it. The whole thing got them fucking.
At the same time, I feel like people be trying to like discredit Boss Man and say he got one sound and one.
He
flow.
does, and that's okay.
No, but he really don't. If you listen to the whole like the whole project that Mr. Pot Scraper on. It's
got some variations, but like
mechanically,
like if you listen to it mechanically, like go back and listen to it, he has those strings on there, those trap violins, that Hot Boys big timer string that we love. Go back and listen to it. It may have some different drums and stuff like that on it, but
different sometimes too. But
it's the same shit. What's my boy Boston Richie? It's that same string.
Make sure this on camera.
This is on camera.
When you listen for like the sound,
make sure you put that in the clip.
It's them strings. We love them strings. We love them trap nigga strings. We love it.
That's real. That's real.
You know, it's that one thing in the recipe, but you can't figure out why you like it, and that's what it is.
That's why a lot of times you see artists, they stick with one producer or a group of producers, so that they can make sure they stay in that same lane, right?
Shawty Red,
right?
Zaytoven,
exactly.
Mustard,
Metro, all of that.
Yo, it's Craig on there, man. CYON. We here with the special ear, special guest,
hey y'all.
Morgan herself.
How y'all doing?
Multi-talented lady.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm blessed. I feel good.
You feel
I'm
good?
in South Florida.
The best place.
Got
to
your
be.
frames on.
The best. I had to keep up, man.
Stunting on me.
Once I seen
Stunting
them
on
Gucci's, I had to
me.
get right, man.
Stunting on me.
No. You stunting on me. You got the Gucci's
Lord.
on. Let me get them. Let me rent them.
You can have them.
I need to rent them for
Ain't
like
nothing. We can get some more.
next week.
We're in Palm Beach. We can get some more.
You right.
Ain't nothing. Not Miami, Palm Beach. We can get some more.
And that's what we here to talk about, man. Palm Beach, because she is one person who we met in Palm Beach doing networking events. We was at an artist showcase. What was that?
We did
the studio,
one at
right?
Bamboo Room. Well, no, we did.
That's
the
what
studio.
we met in the studio.
We did the studio. We did Bamboo Room. We did like an artist showcase. Miss Jordy was there.
Miss Jordy, she in the
it
building,
was
man. She
great.
standing to him, man. She on the side right now.
She was there, right? It was awesome.
And that's how we all
It was a
met.
good
And we
time.
all linked up ever since
And we
then.
vibe.
Man.
And when we went to Billy's studio, shout out to Perception Empire and Delray.
And this is what I got to say, man, about yourself. I remember we all introduced ourselves. They had us all introduce ourselves and tell us what we do. You came with your artist, correct?
Yeah, I came with Dave.
Super Dave,
Shout
man.
out
Y'all
to
know
Super
who
Dave.
Super Dave is, man. We already did
Shout out
that
to
interview,
Dave.
and that's how that came upon from Morgan. You feel me? Special Morgan. She
Work.
plugged everything up. She working. So if it's
working.
any artist out there that's trying to build your brand, you trying to get to the next level, this is the person that you need to
Have
talk to.
some money.
Come on, have that cheese, man. Don't be cheap with your music, because if you want to go to the top,
It's so hard. They don't understand that.
they don't understand that. They don't want to do it.
And it's expensive.
They don't even want to pay for an interview these days.
It's so expensive.
You got to do it, right?
Why do they think it's free?
Because
You might not be there yet.
you know why they think it's free?
Why?
Because it's black people doing things for black people, and they think you can look out. We ain't going to get into that today, though.
You think it's that? I think they just don't know no better. I really think they don't know no better. I think a lot of people...
maybe they don't do their homework before they jumping into it.
I don't think that the homework that they that they do is accurate. Like I tell people a lot of like, and I know like we're on YouTube or whatever, but I always ask artists, like, you scour TikTok and you'll scour YouTube and you'll scour all these things, right? But if these dudes got so much time, because you know how long it takes to make content. Like this is gonna take time for you to chop up this right here, right? It's gonna take time, right?
Sound, everything.
How much time do you have to go be a record label executive and to be tapped into like the industry outside of podcasting? How much time? You right? So if this guy has time to get on YouTube and tell you how to be an artist, and he's got hours and hours and hours and hours of time to do that, how much time does he have actually spent in the industry? So the people that they're listening to, I'm not taking away people's credibility, because you can have like, you know, 10 to 15 years in the industry and say, okay, now I'm just going to go share it on YouTube. But these dudes you ain't never heard of, they don't have no credentials. Like even like my shit is old. My shit over 10 years old, the things that I did, but I did it.
Hey, we going to get into that too, because
I did it. But did these people do it? Like you got to be careful where you're getting advice from. So in their defense, I feel like maybe they don't know.
Especially with the TikTok and everything so fast paced, everybody giving an opinion. You can take anything and run with it, and you think you're doing the right thing
and
when
then
you're
you
going
be so
backwards.
Hungry. You think about these dudes be so hungry that the first person that come around and tell them they can do something for them,
they give
them the money, and then they get disgruntled.
And that's how we get into these situations where the people sign these contracts, and then you get into all this. That's why she here. This is the person you need to talk to avoid all that. You feel me? So we're gonna get into Managed by Mo.
Okay.
Because we met Super Dave. Super Dave is a dope ass artist right here in the city. You feel me? And he got dope music. You feel me? And it's got a lot of content in it.
Yeah.
And she was a person who came to me. She wanted to set up an interview. She laced everything up. She told me about him. When we did the interview, we banged it out. Everything was perfect. And that was off of you.
Thank you.
So I want to know what services, let the people know what services you bring and what you can do for them to any artists that need help.
So, I feel like the art of like A&Ring is lost, right? And then also like, I'll be honest, it's just setting up the expectation. I feel like here it's setting up the expectation. When we go to like other markets and stuff, they kind of have like an idea. So if you need somebody to set a realistic expectation for you, you need someone to listen to your music and tell you if it's viable or not, because you got to remember, like, it's music business. Facts. So a lot of the time, you know, people will listen to music and they love it, they like it, they're friends. Think about nobody else. You can always tell, like, you can hear a song and you can sit in the midst of their friends or whoever it is, right? And they play the song and everybody is vibing. But go do that in front of strangers.
You might get a different reaction.
You might get a different reaction. So it's just trying to make sure that you're doing that around people that are objective and they just want to hear the music. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to test your music, knowing what sounds work, knowing how to work social media, making sure that you film content. Y'all don't want to film content. Like, content I don't is important right now, man. I don't understand. You don't want to talk. You don't even want to create fans, because like when you look at like the way like the industry is going, it's going to where you're going to have to be direct to fan again. We're going back to like Master P popping the trunk and selling your stuff again.
Right to the people.
Because the DSPs, digital service providers, right? Your Apple Music, your Spotify, your Amazon, those kind of people, they're right now in a fisticuff with the record companies, right? And they're trying to get their interests served, right?
And you see that everywhere.
Where does that leave the artist,
at the bottom. That's what I would think.
You know, record company doesn't want to pay the artist. The DSPs don't want to give the money to the record company for the spins because they're trying to make a profit. And so the artists become chattel. Yeah. You become a piece of property to the system, right? So how do you make a living? I mean, you're seeing what's going on in the house right now with the music, right? Exactly. They want $1. Yeah. You got to beg for $1.
They want everything. They're going to take that too.
When you used to get, I want to say like $1, $2 a unit or something like that. We would have been kids, so I could be inaccurate on that. But it's important for artists to have a realistic expectation. Like I hear so many people talk to me about like streaming and TikTok. That's your leverage. You know, yeah, you'll get paid off of it, but it's not enough to feed you for the year.
You got to get into the music.
You got to get, but you got to get a fan base. A lot of people aren't into fan base building. They don't want to do what La Russell has done. They don't want to do what Currency has done.
Can you expand on that? What they have done and what's the difference so people know?
So creating community.
Okay.
Creating community, having like a tangible piece of product that connects me to the artist, feeling like I'm a part of your lifestyle, I'm a part of your tribe, you know, something more than just like that 15 seconds of gratification on TikTok. That's not really a fan.
I like that.
That's a viewer. You know
like
what I'm saying?
that.
How can you
It's
as
a
an
difference.
artist create an ecosystem around yourself? Like, think about it like this. Everybody, remember we went through that period where like everybody was like so up on like followers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we were buying followers. I'm gonna buy 5,000.
Buy a blue check.
The little Indian people was messaging you. You know what I'm saying? Like 20,000 followers today for $85. You know, like that whole thing, right? But check it, right? If I went and grabbed 5,000 people right now and lined them up on North Lake, you would be scared as shit.
Yeah.
If I went and grabbed 5,000 people and lined them up on Blue Heron, you would be scared as shit.
Facts.
Right?
When you know how to adjust to that.
And
that,
if
that
I told,
image.
and then if I said, okay, get all 5,000 of these people to spend $100 with you, you'd probably piss yourself. How the
Shit
fuck am I
breaks.
gonna do that? I gotta go to 5,000, right? So why do we need that much? If you can get 100 people to spend $100 with you,
You up.
if somebody were to look at your Instagram page, right? Because you got to think about it. The record company looks at your social media and they say, oh, you ain't got enough followers. You ain't got enough followers for them, for what they need you for.
But
They
you gotta
trying to
think-
maximize because they have shareholders and they have so many different people that are interested in
Free
you
gems,
being
man.
and you being profitable, right? But how much of that do you benefit from? Right? You got to remember, when they talking to you, they talking out of their pockets,
And
not
what's
out of
gonna help
your
them?
pocket, right? But if you create your own reality and your own economy, I'm gonna sell socks, I'm gonna sell shoes. Look at like the kids, Mr. Beast,
They going crazy. The Water Boys, Atlanta, same thing.
right?
Side note, Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tory Lanez.
What about him?
Tory Lanez, when he had the remember when
sold
crypto
it,
was
yeah.
really big?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm gonna sell my album to everybody for $1.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
made $1 million
Proud to
in
pay
that
with
day.
Nipsey,
Exactly.
Money Man. With his Discord,
facts,
and he's
facts.
selling guns, and all of those people have figured out how to build community to a point where, like, I even have like some insider knowledge. That's how Money Man was able to get his situation with Empire and Ghazi and all of them, is because he already had an ecosystem built to where when you walk in the door, you have leverage. You have leverage,
That's
right?
what I'm talking about. And that's what I think we all been preaching forever is leverage.
Yeah,
That's the key to the industry where, you know, you hear all these weird stories. We all hear it.
yeah.
I feel like these people don't go in that game with no leverage. That's why you might have to.
You don't have collateral.
You have no way to get on top if you have no leverage. That's the name of the game. You feel me? That's how everybody works. That's how the business works. So I feel like if you go in there with nothing but just your talent,
Right.
but don't have nothing to back it up, they're gonna take advantage of it.
And people need to understand that, like, record deals are they're cash advances. You know, if I told you to take your paycheck and we go down here to the cash advance place, right?
give it to
And
you
you look at them terms, you're gonna be like, fuck no, I'm getting $500. These people gonna want $1,500 when I come back in here next week. So why would you do it with a record deal? Because that's what they do. It's a what? When you hear artists talk about, what do they say? My what? My advance.
Yeah.
They just don't call it a cash advance because that would make it sound cheap, but that's what it is.
Get a couple million and then they gotta
And
pay
it's,
10.
and then the million is not for you.
Yeah.
The million is for your marketing budget. The
It's a
million
game.
is not for your house. It's not to go get your mama out of debt. It's not that. So it's like,
It's for you to make more music or make more money off of that.
It's for music. It's for marketing. It's just all about how you allocate it. And like, think about that. Like, I always think about it from like a producer's perspective, right? I'm getting nerdy for a second. Me and you come up together. We rapping, right? You go get your record deal, right? Some of that money you supposed to pay me so that we can go in here and make some heat.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You were paying me $100, $1,500, $500 a beat, this, that, and the other thing to
Before
make
that.
this music for you. You know what I'm saying? Why do I now, off of your clout, have to look outside of what we got going on to go get my bread? But you'll come back in here to the studio with me,
And work with
iced
me all
out,
day.
and all of this. And then it's like, and then they're like, they've got some kind of like weird like Stockholm syndrome because you've been mind fucked into thinking that this is your homeboy. This is not your fucking homeboy. He got your fucking money on his
He
neck.
using it. He using it. And that's what I think
That's
we
not
were wrong
cool.
with. And as a culture, we were wrong with it as a culture.
You got to
Because
think about the team.
think about the team. Feed your village. You feed your village gonna take care of you.
That money is not for that. And then it's like, then when you crash out,
You down to the bottom. We see a lot of artists do that. And that's why she's here. She's here to give you game on how to not do that, how to avoid going through those little, ups and downs, how to help you manage your music. We were just in here talking, and she was like, you should push your music. If you have a certain sound, a Detroit sound, you should be reaching and putting your money into advertisement in Detroit.
in markets that work.
But if you're in Palm Beach making Detroit music and you're trying to give it to a Palm Beach consumer, it might not work. But if you go to Detroit, you might be a millionaire.
You might be.
Free game, man. We might have to sell this goddamn interview.
You might be.
You want to sell it?
We can.
100K.
I love cash. I love cash.
And then you also, let's not even forget, you got Skin by Duval.
I do have Skin by Duval. I'm an esthetician.
She's a multi-talented person.
I'm multi-talented. So, yeah, I have a skincare business on Palm Beach Lakes. Looking to franchise one day. It's coming. Hit me up. But, yeah, we do that as well. So, I focus on skin of color.
Okay.
That's my thing. When I came out of the industry, that's what I went into because it's cash. Did you know Sexy Red used to do hair?
Now that you say that, I can see it.
Just do hair.
Now that you say that, I can see it.
It's there. Listen,
I can see it.
These are great businesses
Yeah.
for cash flow,
Fact.
right? So, yeah, we do that. It's awesome. I'm starting to branch out, which is part of the reason why I'm here today, because I'm starting to branch out because I want to do like more community, and I'm trying to build community.
And she big on that.
It's huge.
She big on that.
It's
She
so
big on that.
important.
She big on that.
You got an email list, you got followers, you got people that really fool with you like that. Tap in with those people. They love you. Like this whole concept of, your friends ain't going to shop with you. Send it to them anyway.
Exactly, because they might.
It might be people that's not your friends that will shop with you. That's your community too. That's your community too. You got to put it out there. So that's what we're trying to do. So on the back of that, May 23rd is Duval Day.
Oh, we were just about to get into that. I was about to ask you what next upcoming event.
It's Duval
Duval Day.
It's Duval Day. It's May the 23rd. My birthday is May the 24th. Cash App is $ Morgan Ricky with 2 Ks.
And we're going to put that in the description too, so y'all make sure y'all
Cash App, man. No, but seriously, so I wanted to create an event. Shout out to Flavors. I wanted to create an event called This Is For The Girls. I found in Palm Beach there is not a place where the women can go and just let their hair down that isn't like, and forgive me, some bullshit networking event. Like, I just want us to be able to come together, shake a little tail feather, drink some pretty drinks. The boys are welcome.
Yeah,
Please
fella, I'm
come.
about to say that. Fellas, y'all are welcome.
Pull up on me. We're
Go
gonna
get y'all
have
some
some good
wipes,
music. Yeah, we need like, I'm all for girl power and female empowerment. If you have a business card, feel free to come through and fill it out. But I just feel like the women here, we don't have like a genuine space that isn't surrounded or like around money, and no disrespect, but it's usually like a fashion show or a hair show, which are all phenomenal things. But what if I just want to come and vibe
and relax and
kick
do
it,
get the job
and
done.
not have my elbow pulled. Don't be pulling people's elbows at my party.
We talked about that earlier.
We don't want to. Don't pull
Hey,
my
fellas,
elbow.
man, give these ladies some space, bro.
Please.
You feel me, dog? I mean, like, bro, keep that shit kosher.
Please, just
Ain't
chill.
nothing wrong with it. Just chill,
Just
man. Enjoy the
chill.
women, bro.
Vibe.
This is our second interview today. We got a third coming up next. 3 women all in one day. And we did that because there's a reason, bro. The women are doing a fucking thing in the city.
We're killing it.
And we don't need to be trying to, overpound them and, you feel me, use all, masculinity and all that shit to try to take advantage. Let's use them to build.
That's right.
And create the
We're builders.
dream team.
We
Let's
hold
go
the
to
keys.
the top.
The keys.
Come
The
on.
keys.
I was in church the other day talking about something. Did y'all hear that God said the queen hold everything? If you don't got the queen, you lost. I'm like,
Ooh.
damn.
Oh man, I don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that though, but
Gotta hurt their feelings.
damn.
Yeah, that's what you protect on the board.
And that's what we got to do. And when we talking about Morgan herself, because we about to get ready to let y'all know what I think about her. One, she worked with. Can I tell you?
Yeah, go for it.
Gucci, man. That's what I know, right?
Yeah.
Nicki
Long time ago.
Long time ago. You feel me? She been in the game.
I've
So
been
she
in
was
the game a
when
long
Gucci Man was Gucci Man. You feel me? When he was
Yeah.
dropping all the
Wasted.
gangsta trap music.
I'm a Star and all of that.
Come
I
on
was
now.
in the studio when First Day Out was recorded. I watched
That's my
him.
favorite Gucci Man.
I
song,
watched him cue that up.
And how did that feel in that
You
moment?
know what? Because we didn't know. You got to think, when you're in, a lot of time when you're in those moments, you don't know that you're in it. I had just spent all summer holding the phone up. You've got a call from Rice Street, you know, from an inmate at Fulton County Jail. You know, we didn't know. You were just there. I remember going home. Shout out to my friend Christian. Her kids are like on Tyler Perry and shit like that now. It's so crazy how the world comes full circle. But my homegirl, she was living with me and my dad, and I remember coming home, we would smoke a joint in the car after work every day. She would take me to work, and I remember she took me to the studio that day because we had an event because he had just gotten out, and Big Ron and Fat Boy, and I remember coming home and I had it on disc. They had like burned the disc for everybody, and I remember putting that bitch in the CD player. I'm like, friend, listen to this. This shit hard, you know.
Damn, I could just imagine it.
And so to this day, it's so funny. So like my homegirls, like if we're out somewhere and we rap it, it has a special, emphasis to it.
When they play it in the club, how you feel?
Oh, it's crazy, cause you were there.
Damn, I can't wait to be in the club with you and they play that song. We're gonna turn up.
It was cool. It was cool. You know, it was really nice because I don't feel like you have to say you're a humble being, but it's just I'm on to the next. So I really, like, that's cool, y'all, but that's not my ministry. What it is, it's just being able to move forward. And it's like, if you do it once, you got to be able to do it again. You can't be riding around here on the shit that you've been, like, okay,
that you did once.
Give me another story. Like, that's cool and all, you know what I'm saying? And you know that you can do it again. But I think what was really nice, I took an artist to Atlanta in 2022, and we were on the radio, and somebody called me a Southside legend, and that shit hit me. They were like, bro, like, you know your manager is a Southside legend. I said, that. Wow.
I like that.
Like, really? Like, that's how you feel?
Made you almost look back on everything that you did.
I just was like, whoa, because you got to keep in mind how young I was. I was 19.
Damn.
I'm about to be 34.
And that's big. And then they wouldn't say that if you just made one hit and first day out was your only hit. They wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You got history book. I ain't gonna say it. Am I right with Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, yep. And that was crazy too, because shout out to Stu Little at 107.9. He came out and was telling this girl, and I overheard him. He was like, man, it's the first person that brought Nicki Minaj to Philadelphia. You know, and you do, and that's what it's so important. Like, it's a lot of capping on the internet nowadays.
That goes on, especially from.
I've had a little bit of Patron. It's a lot of capping going on. Just from like everybody. And what people need to understand is, talk your shit after you do the work.
Facts. Don't
tell me that you're doing the work. I don't really care about like seeing you in like, that's great and all, but I'm like, my best friend she would giggle if she heard this. Show me some shit.
And that's the right way to go.
Do the fucking work.
And see the results later.
I'm so tired of the cap.
And it's everywhere. Like you said, it's everywhere. It's in the hair industry, music, podcasts, goddamn barbershop. It just cap everywhere. Everybody capping behind this goddamn internet.
Like, we're out here, you out in traffic amongst billionaires.
Facts.
They just do the fucking work.
Yeah.
You don't need to brag when you just do the work.
And speak for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to bring that up. I bring it up for, a little bit of credibility, but at the same time, I was 19 years old. That was a long time ago. I've done a lot of other things before them. I got a 6-figure business. I've had employees.
Skin by Duval.
You know, any sales job I've ever had, I've always been 100% the budget. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but I'm gonna tell y'all to go be him and her. Go be him. Go be her. You are him and you are her.
That's why I love
but you gotta you gotta sit in that, and you just have to do the work. And I think the crazy thing is, like, people look at their phones, and we get so caught up in likes and views and followers and stuff like that. Go back to, like, the analogy I said, if there were 5,000 people out there, it's 100 motherfuckers watching. It's good. 15 people watching.
That's what you need.
You don't know who you are impacting. You know, like me sitting on the radio with a classmate of mine who literally told me, and he wouldn't be mad if I shared this. He's a host on the radio in Atlanta right now.
Okay.
And it almost made me cry. He said, "You the reason I'm on the radio."
Damn. You never know. He
said, "You the reason." He said, when we were 15 or 16 years old, we went to Morrow High School on the south side in Clayton County. He was putting together, his name is Moran. He's on 107.9. He said he was putting together mixtapes on MySpace. Remember when Screwed and Chopped, we were coming out of like the Mike Jones era?
Everybody was getting into that. And you went back with the MySpace, but I had my song on there and all.
Listen, so he would make like these Screwed and Chopped mixes, but he didn't tell anybody at school he was making them. So I just so happened to be on his MySpace and came to school and told everybody, y'all heard Moran music? And he was like, Shawty, I was so like weird about it. He was like, but he's like, you were the reason that I knew that I could do this.
You never know
and
who
you
you're
never
impacting.
know who you're impacting, and you never know. And think about how long ago that was. And music industry wise, he is in a better position than I am in. And all it took was a 16-year-old girl to tell him, I think you're cool.
It's cool to be yourself, man. That's the slogan.
That's huge.
That's the slogan.
Be your fucking self.
That's the slogan. It's cool to be yourself.
You are
That's the slogan.
so fucking dope. But we feel like we have to like buy into like these types, you know, like these stereotypes in order for people to see us. Like especially with the women right now, bro. I'm so tired of big ass teeth and bodies being done. I am so tired of them fucking baby hairs on your forehead. I'm tired of G-Wagons. I'm tired of big ass teeth. I'm tired of Tulum. I'm tired of Aruba. Sick of them flamingos, them hogs in the Bahamas.
Hey, yo.
I'm sick of Teslas.
They ain't keeping it playing no
They
more,
not
man.
keeping it G.
They ain't keeping it
Who
playing
are
no more.
you?
The game has
I don't wanna
went
be
into
you.
the internet. The game has went into the
I don't want to
internet.
fucking be you.
Damn,
might
she
be
just
the
hit that
liquor,
bit on the
but-
head.
I don't want to fucking be you. You don't want to be you.
And that's where the world has went.
You don't want to be you. How about that? You want to be her and her and her and her and her, and she wants to be she. Who are you?
Instead of creating
I don't know who the fuck you are.
narrative. Create your own
Like
narrative,
people
man.
are really like people don't
Delusional.
understand. You're really dope. If you would just be yourself, you're really dope, and you would give somebody else the courage to be themselves. You're dope. Why
that
do you
word.
think? Is it because
that
you're
word.
broke?
Damn. And
Is that what it is? You think a nigga finna come around and change?
I understand the fake it to the make it aspect, but god
at my
damn, y'all
cup.
faking that shit.
Look
to the
at my
max.
cup. You're beautiful, and that's one thing. It's so ironic that I'm in like the aesthetic space
Right.
because I preach so much positivity and body positivity. There's just so much, even like with the dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like the pressure that's on y'all to be somebody that you're not is wild, and we're missing out on great experiences,
And great men.
good people, good men, good music. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Because you feel like you got to make what he's making. You know what I mean? Like you should just really just be yourself. Like I'm tired of like the cookie cutter stuff because like it's not fun.
And I just feel like the whole world has changed into a fake. You feel me? I got to be this person. I can't be myself. It's not cool to be myself. And I love how you said that because that's the whole message that we preach with Create Your Own Narrative. Like,
Look
you
at
be
like La Russell.
yourself.
Sorry to cut you off, but
Ooh,
like
La
look at La Russell. Look at Larry June. This man made
Yeah, she
what?
went way back. She went way back, bro.
Hey, good job.
Keep going.
Keep going.
We downplay that. We downplay that.
Hee-hee. That man is talking about drinking water, raising his son,
Damn.
investing his money,
Organic.
save 30%, live off 70 or whatever he's talking about. Oranges, boba tea, riding a bicycle. This man has whole like lifestyle pictures on a mountain bike. You niggas could never.
They don't want to. That's the problem. They don't want to.
You got a whole tribe. Like I'm waiting on like some like where's other than Uzi? Like where's the anime guy?
Don't worry. We're going to hold it down for y'all. We're going to keep it real on this side.
Where's the
We're
anime?
going to put them
at?
paws up. We're going to keep it real on this side.
Look at JT's motion right now.
Hey, JT, listen.
Jatavia,
I know you coming. April 17th.
I love you, girl.
April 17th, you come to Palm Beach.
We love you. Tap
We
in
the
with
building,
us.
man. We in the building.
JT.
Jordy, you trying to slide?
We
I
slide.
think we need to bring Jordy too. Introduce her to JT.
They gonna pull up for JT. They
Bro.
gonna pull up for Jatavia.
I done seen the X's on the section booths like this every day.
Listen,
So shout out to the promoters who put that together. Shout out to everybody in the city who coming together.
right.
Shout out to IMAX.
Shout out to IMAX.
IMAX, DJ 14, DJ TJT, everybody who just trying to get the movement together with the music.
Please.
Managed by Morgan. This is somebody who I would really want every artist, every producer, anybody who's in the music industry. Y'all already know about the skincare. That's what
Oh.
I need to go to.
Anthem.
Hold on. Shout out to Anthem.
And Jordan Leon, Red, I See You.
Her singing.
Those are my artists.
We skipped
We ain't
over
talk
that.
about that.
We skipped over that. Now, let me tell you about them two. We did an interview with Anthem. Anthem gave us a breakdown on how he broke anxiety. He talked about his family, his kids,
Right.
why he do music. He got a studio. He's a vocal producer, everything with that. The superstar.
If I have an invisible dick, can I drop it real quick?
Ooh, goddamn, drop it.
Hard down, and I will stand on
Stand
this.
on this.
I will bring my baby out here and put him on my shoulder.
Damn.
That is the best producer in Palm Beach County.
And I can vouch
That is the
for his ear. I can vouch for that. He let me hear some unreleased music.
that is the best producer in Palm Beach County.
He let me hear
If
some
you
shit.
don't believe that, sorry, I was all in camera. If you don't believe that, you need to come see me. Vocal production, sound design. If you're tired of rapping on top of a track
They need to get into it.
and you want somebody to put you in the track,
That's what you need to go to.
if you want somebody to design the music around you, not just send you a beat and charge you for it. You want to sound like Thug. You want to know how to sing. You want to get your diaphragm
Facts,
together.
facts.
You want to sound radio clean.
I seen
The
him do
amount
it.
of times that I have sent that boy's music off to like hitters, like people that's really, really them.
And I don't even want to spill
Hey
his
sis, where you
business.
got this from?
I don't even want to spill his business.
Listen.
We was in there and he let me hear a beat package that
Bro.
he made for famous South Florida rapper. I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna put bro business out there. He blew me the fuck
It's
away.
wild. Writing,
He blew me the fuck away.
hooks. You
This
can't
man
afford
dropped
it.
Music. I was in the studio like this. I was by myself too, bro. Like what the fuck, bro? Where you from? Like
I have
ain't
been
seen
in some
you, ain't
sessions, dog. Like no cap. I have been in some sessions, and I'm a super music head. Like
Facts.
I have,
nothing. You got a talent for ear.
I have a
God's gift for
I
ear.
am a crazy,
music.
like if you were to come to my house right now, I have about 500 pieces of old school vinyl on my floor. Shaka Khan, Rufus, Thriller, P-Funk,
Damn.
whatever you want, Tina Marie, Fleetwood Mac. Like I like sound, like stereo bouncing from speaker to like I understand it. You see
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
There is nobody in the city that understands, like, fuck music, fuck beats, fuck trends. There's nobody in the city that understands sound like that man.
I love that.
Sound.
And
Sonics.
and then that's the person you're working with too.
That's my
At this
artist.
moment.
That's my producer. Please tap in. We'll work with you. If you're trying to take it to the next level, if you're trying to come in with that Palm Beach bop bop shit, we may not be for you. We may not be for you.
We're trying to go worldwide.
If you want to be great,
We're trying
come
to
to
go
Death
worldwide.
Row.
Legends. Put your damn name in that goddamn. I ain't been there yet. What, Hollywood? What's the stars?
Yeah. Hollywood Walk of Fame. And then we got Jordan Leon. We're dropping
And
this
she dope.
summer.
She the one who set the interview
She's
up for
crazy.
Anthem.
She first of all, danced with Beyonce.
Damn, I didn't
Let
know
me
that.
get let me
She didn't even
let me
say
give you
that.
some tea.
And that lets you know that she
Let
ain't
me
no
give you some
bragger.
tea
I
on
ain't
Jordan.
know
She'll
that.
probably be pissed off that I said this because once again we're doing and not talking.
That's why I love that.
So I have to brag on her for her because she would never do it.
And that's
Like,
why you got that job.
She
That's why you got
to
that
it
job.
because it's just like sometimes God puts stuff on you and it's for Him to glorify and not you.
I love that.
You see what I'm
Ain't
saying?
nothing wrong with that.
And it feels sometimes what God does, it is bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot for us, even when He put it in us and on us. Sometimes it's too much, so she won't like brag on it, but I'm gonna brag on it for her. Rad was one of it. There is an instance where she put together or she did some choreography, and Beyonce was sitting somewhere wherever she was sitting and said, "Who is that? We're gonna do that. Stop playing with us."
And this what y'all got in y'all backyard. So that's why we brought her here. And that's why she's here in the city to provide all the services. Because she knows everything. I done been around her, we done been talking for the last year.
Yeah, you guys gotta be willing to listen, and you gotta be malleable. And we have just so much talent here, but we have to be willing to listen. And I know it's hard because a lot of us ain't never been out of PBI, you know, and that's okay. But anybody that's willing to be coached and willing to listen, shout out to Dave because he's one of the greatest at being coached, and willing to listen. You know,
crazy with it.
how you change together, you know, because it does cost. I won't hit you over the head. We can sit down and have a conversation about that. But I need people to understand that the label people are here. You don't know that they're here because they don't look like what you think they look like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times if they look like, I took an artist to Atlanta and I had to explain to him time and time again, and he didn't understand it until he understood it. Most of the people in the industry that can actually do something for you, they don't look the way you think they look. They don't dress the way you think they dress. They don't drive what you think they drive. You know what I'm saying? The people who can make the biggest impact for you in your career is they ain't in the strip club with you. They're home with their kids at night. They drive a Nissan Altima. They graduated baby from Clark.
And they
you know what I'm saying?
They hop on YouTube and they looking up and they looking for talent.
They looking what's out there. But a lot of people don't know. And here's a gem for artists. I know I'm running my mouth.
No, you good.
But if you go on, I'm gonna give somebody some homework. I want you to go online and I want you to look. I want you to go to Atlantic. I want you to go to Universal. I want you to go to Warner, and I want you to look at their job listings.
I'm gonna do that.
I want you to go look at their job. And when you look at their job listings, I want you to look at the salary next to their job listings. Okay.
I'm gonna give you that next week.
I want you to go look at the salary next to it, and you tell me based on that salary if you think those people are gonna look the way you think they look. A lot of the time, the nigga with the chain and the jewelry and the stuff that's telling you he can do something for you. Listen, it's real.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'll get a job.
We get caught up in facades and what things look like because we don't know any better.
We don't, and that's not it. That go from generations and generations. So
we like shiny things.
And we gonna shine.
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
look
cool.
good, and we gonna make sure we got the track history and the work to do it.
Just build a resume, get you some catalog, please. I'm so tired of pulling up on people. They ain't got no music. You ain't got no project.
It's going down tonight.
You got singles and you ain't got no project. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no vibe. It's just you're dropping. There's no rollout. There's no thought. There's no like. You watched me do the super. Dave had a proper rollout
from the get go, from the album cover to how she released the tracks, the merch, studio session for the release date, everything. She did every single thing for that man. That man had podcast interviews set up.
Yep.
All I had to do was pull up. All we had to do was pull up and not even set up.
Back to back.
Back to back.
We just hit them back to back. And because the labels are here, like a lot of people don't know that they're here. For instance, I took a call with somebody maybe about a month ago because they got a little motion. And I called him and, you know, how's it going? And by the way, because I was in Atlanta, this is another person outside of D-Lo that somebody had mentioned to me, right? And they were like, oh, yeah, he's buzzing too. So I reached out to him to see if he was really buzzing. 2 labels have already taken him to dinner in Boyan.
They have
flown down here and they're taking people, and they told him, just like I'm telling everybody here, you do not have enough content. We don't know who you are. We're watching, but by the time they tell you that,
they go on to the next, because somebody else might have the catalog, might have the history. So we need to build our city up, and that's why she's here.
Yeah.
So this is how we're gonna sign it out. We're gonna put it just like this. If you want to take your music, producing, whatever you're doing in the music industry, she gonna get you right with the skincare. You gonna have all in one.
May 23rd. This is for the girls. It's Duval Day.
Come on, Duval Day. Dude, you got the weekend coming too. The week.
So we have a few things. I have a give back. Y'all just follow me on social media, but we have a give back. Duval Day is on that Thursday.
Okay.
I've got a Money Matters seminar I'm going to do. A good friend of mine, he's an investment banker on Palm Beach Island. He's going to come talk to the girls.
Okay, that's love.
And yeah, I do R&B bingo at the Kava Bar, at Oahu Kava. Yeah, we in the city.
She lit, man.
We in the city.
This is who y'all need to work with, and for real. Like, y'all know CYON would not stamp it without verification. I have watched this lady just work an artist, work her Skin by Duval, work everything, and she's passionate about it, and she loves the people, she loves the city.
I love my city. I love my city so
come on, I'm on
much,
beach,
man.
When we had that one studio session, she came to me and she told me, "Thank you for bringing this to the city, because this is what the city needs." So I appreciate you. So I want you to let the people know everywhere where to follow you at, so they can tap into all these gems, tap in with the music, tap in with the skin, everything.
I didn't even say that. Okay, so at Skin by Duval, Duval. Come through, get your facial. I specialize in skin of color. SKINBYDUVA1L. Okay. And then Managed by Mo is at Managed by Mo _ at the end. You can find me there. And yeah, we live. We're online. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. Mainly on Instagram. You can catch me clowning on there.
Give me y'all a good breakdown of how to keep your skin together.
Yeah, keep your skin together. Yeah. And any estheticians that want to work, hit me up. I'm having a hard time. But yeah, definitely on the music tip at Managed by Mo. If you're trying to take your career to the next level, I have so many resources, but I'm going to keep it G and nobody's going to tell you this. You got to have the bread. And I'm just going to be honest with you. And the bread ain't just for me.
You got to pay to play.
You got to pay to play because do you know it takes $250,000?
We ain't going to get into that.
Call me.
Next interview. This is one of the greatest people I've ever met on this journey, man. I'm so grateful for her because she gave me a spark under myself. Just her coming to me, telling me that she appreciate what we doing and that the city needed it, kept us going. So I appreciate her. She brought us to our first showcase. We were able to bring artists, music, all that. And we about to link up and do something for the summer, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. I got an idea. I'm gonna run it by her, though.
Yeah, we got it. We're gonna do it. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Always. Come on, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
This
is called Palm Beach Sticking Together. Pay attention.
Collab. And it ain't hard to collab for me.
TR.